Hello there, I'm Daz. Today I'm making a walkthrough of a player home mod. This one is called Chantry of the Knights. There is a little bit of information on screen there, but not too much, I'm afraid. This mod is created by Crystal Tower 15. I believe it's available for PlayStation and Xbox. It seems to have been around for quite a few years, but it appears that it's undergone quite a few changes over that time. Before deciding to make this walkthrough, I did check online to see if there were already some walkthroughs uploaded, and I did find 2 or 3, but on inspection they didn't really bear much resemblance to the content that I've downloaded. So I'm playing the version that was updated during March 2025. So hopefully anyone else that has downloaded this mod recently will find this walkthrough useful. So you can see from the information on screen that this is a Snow Elves inspired player home, and we are setting off in an area between Ragnvald and Bethardams. So I'll go to the world map, show you where I am. There is Bethardams and there is Ragnvald, and there we have Markarth as a reference point. I'll just try and zoom in a little so you can see what the terrain is looking like. What we need to do is head up to this area called Highwind Corridor. I seem to remember that once you download this, the icon for Highwind Corridor will appear, but it is blacked out. I'm pretty sure you need to discover it first. I discovered it earlier in the game, but that's a while ago now, and I never carried on with the mod. But I'm going to head up there now and crack on with this. Yeah, the mod is quite extensive, so I need to get a shift on. So people who have explored this area of Skyrim already may recall a small Forsworn camp in this region. Now, these look like they've all had a bit of a nasty accident. I can't imagine what's happened to them. Honest. But in any case, they aren't going to bother us. And we can see some Snow Elf architecture already, which means we are heading in the right direction. I've actually made walkthrough videos for a couple of other Crystal Tower 15 mods in the past. I made one for the, where am I going? For the Erethfell Isle mod. That's a very large player home mod. And I also made a video for the Sheergorad Caldera player home. I've enjoyed them both, and I think I'll be enjoying this one as well. So I did make a practice run earlier of at least part of this, so I'm not going into this completely blind. So we're going to have lots of corpses and random loot lying around. That were a bit rubbish. No you don't, big guy. I'm not going to bother with generic loot. I'm going to be concentrating on the uniques that we can collect from installing this content, and there are quite a few nice items. So anyone that has played through Dawnguard right till the end will be familiar with these scenes. And just like Dawnguard, if we start stealing from the frozen Falmer, that is the response we can expect. I don't think these have anything worth taking. Yeah, generic loot. Sometimes you run across a nice item. Glass helmet. Let's see how far we can push things. Can I search the chest? Yes, I can take that without any reaction. I can take the battle axe, but I bet I can't take this. No. He almost got his bound sword up in time. Okay, so this is quite interesting. It seems that there is always an enchanted bow here, but it has a different enchantment. So when I came through here earlier, this was a bow of storms. I'm not sure if the material is random. Maybe it's just ebony because I am running a level 85 character. Perhaps if you come through here at level 20, you end up with an elven bow. So I'm not sure how this place scales, because I've only been through it the once with a high level character. I'll have to go through it again at some point with a different character, and then hopefully I can add some information in the description about the scaling of this place. I'm pretty sure that they are random books as well. Those titles don't seem familiar. Right. And now we come to an interesting area with our first unique item. So we have an interesting looking sword stuck in this tree. Trinimac's Willbreaker. I'm going to leave that there just for a second or two, just to point out that we have a big stack of gems right there. Over on this side I think there are a few more gems and random ingredients. But I'm now going to grab this unique sword. It seems to take a few seconds to register in the inventory. Right, it is now added. I don't know why it takes such a long time, but there we are. I can put it to use. Excuse me. Absorbs 40 points of stamina, and a chance to paralyse a target for 6 seconds. Okay. So actually my two-handed skill is too high to see the benefit of that, but in the next area I'm going to be fighting a pair of snow bears. So hopefully we'll get a look at the paralysis effect. Right, so I don't know what the paralysis chance is. It didn't get those two, did it? But I'll be running into some more enemies before too long. Okay, so at this point, to the west, through this blizzard, we have the icon for the Chantry. I'm going to run up there. I'm not going to enter this place just yet. I'm just going to get the marker for the fast travel map. And we should, at some point, experience a dragon attack. I'm not sure where he perches, or what triggers it. But hopefully he's going to show up, because he's carrying a rather unique chest piece, which I'm going to be wanting to get. So this is the edge of the world, I'm guessing. We have a doorway here that is blocked. It's just a false door, but over on this side we have a door that we can activate. Abandoned quarters. Right, so we have another unique here. Syrabane's Mystic Crown. I'm not sure if there is a full set of this or if it's just a unique crown. When I came through earlier, I only found the crown, no other corresponding pieces. Yeah, I'm slashing away blindly without much purpose. I seem to be wasting energy. Okay, so nothing else in here. Just take a look at that crown. Magicka regenerates 80% faster. And in the next area, I'll try and actually hit something with my new sword. Here is a dragon. Right on cue. grab the chest piece and the coin. So now we have Trinimac's Knight-Prelate armour, 50 carrying capacity and 50 health points. Very good. So off over to the east in this area we'll be able to find the boots for the armour set and also a very interesting spell tome. Okay. So this is interesting. We have the skeleton of Gaston Belafort. He should be in the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary, so I don't know what he's doing here. Maybe he's been placed here as an Easter egg, and he has the same scribbled note that you can find on his skeleton in the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary. So it's an exact copy. Now we have Trinimac's Knight-Prelate boots. Just take a quick look at those. And these frozen fellas obviously are not triggered until I pick up this spell tome. So the boots regenerate stamina 60% faster. So, spell tome, borrowed time. Okay, so what am I doing? Borrowed time, you can manipulate time for 30 seconds. I'll put that to the test in just a second. I'll use that and the bound bow. So I'll fire a couple of arrows at that frozen Falmer. You can see it really does slow down time. So I'm sure we can do some interesting things with that once we get back to Skyrim. Yeah, very nice little trick. It obviously makes it very slow to open doors as well. So I'm now looking for the helmet and the gauntlets for the full set. And let's see what else we can find as well. When I did the practice run, I also stumbled upon another unique spell tome. It was a nice conjuration spell. Hopefully that's not random and I can uncover that one again. Okay, so before I explore, right, what I'll do first actually is head in here, because we can grab the helmet before I forget, and we'll just have to fight this bunch. Okay, so the Knight-Prelate helmet. Health regenerate 60% faster. And I'm just about to reveal a potential follower. I'm not going to recruit him, but I'll just show you the follow me option. There we are. I'll ignore him for now. We have a few shrines in this area, 2 on this side. Oriel's shrine there. Another couple over this side, shrine of Syrabane. This is Trinimac, I think. Yep. And I'm going to be heading out into the Illuminated Knight's Courtyard, but first we can explore this area. So we've only got the Frost Trinimac spell tome. That's a shame. I'm pretty sure this is where I found the other spell tome on the earlier run, but if it's not here, it's not here. Perhaps I can find it somewhere else. We need to grab these 2 knights ewers. Got some nice armour pieces there, and we need the ewers to open these hidden areas. So this is a mannequin display area, because we are now actually in the player home. And this is all very nice. Unique looking staff enchanter. Alchemy and arcane enchanter looks very lovely. And you'll see that some of the uniques that I've picked up, we can actually disenchant. I'm not going to do that. I might do on a different save file, but not on this one. So we can break that down. We can break down the armour as well. I've already got those 2 enchantments, obviously. But that's interesting. There are more spell tomes here. Am I going to find the one I'm looking for? Necromantic, Healing, Sunfire, Mistman, Frenzy, Rune, and Bone Man. Yeah, it's a shame that the unique Conjuration spell tome isn't about, so these are empty at the moment. So I can't really testify as to how safe any of this storage is, but as in my other walkthroughs on the Crystal Tower 15 mods, I will update them once I've actually spent a bit more time with them, and add some details in the description. So heading off in this direction, we have a smithy and a kitchen. We'll check out the smithy first. Might be an idea to have a little bit of light. And I'll get rid of that slow time. Borrowed time, sorry. so everything we need here. Smelter. Quite a bit of storage. That tanning rack looks nice. Almost missed a grindstone. Right, so this forge has a unique name, Icefire Forge. I'm not sure what unique properties it has, or if it has any at all. On the Erethfell Isle mod, that had a bespoke elven forge, and you could craft unique items with it. I can't really see anything unique about this forge. Perhaps I'm missing something. If anyone does spot anything, please let me know in the comments if they've had a chance to work with this. So here is the kitchen. Orca meat, anyone? I won't hang around in here. Yep, so extra beds. Something interesting about this room is we have 3 of these ancient Falmer tomes. You can't sell them to Orag. When I did the practice run, I grabbed hold of these and I took them back to Winterhold just to see, but I didn't have any option. But perhaps that is also because I've not got deep enough into the Dawnguard quest line. Perhaps you can sell them to Orag if you've been to the Forgotten Vale. Okay, so let's head into the next area. So I'll keep this video going long enough to grab the Gauntlets, so I've got the full armour set. And I'll have a quick look around the rest of the facilities. So we've got a nice garden here that already has some good stuff planted, and they actually yield quite good results. That's just given me 4 snowberries. We have fertile soil dotted around the place, so you can grow your own choice of crops. Even got our own zoo. Dragon's tongue, that yields 4 as well. Creep cluster, that only yields 1, so it's not consistent, obviously. And then moving on, Silent Night Crypts. Now I think this is a place where we have quite a bit of combat, and it's very dark as well, which ain't gonna help. I'm actually gonna use... oh no, I'll keep with Trinimac's Willbreaker. But we've got some determined foes here. Damn.
You can never truly stop me.
Wow. That's why he was so determined. He's been guarding good gear. Ah, this is the spell tome I was looking for. So even if it's not on the table, we can grab it from this guy. And another sword. So now I need to... Here they are.
Pathetic mortal.
Calls me a pathetic mortal, then he runs off.
Fight!
Get back. Right. Okay. That took a bit of a while. And I can now use this conjuration spell, which is gonna come in quite handy, to be honest. This guy is really strong. I'll just show you how strong in a second. So this guy sticks around until he's killed. So if you go to my active effects, when I can find, there we are, it's 23,000 hours, so he's not going anywhere. And if I hit him with the Bloodscarl blade that does 390 damage on my character, you'll see it hardly makes a dent, and he regenerates health. So basically, once you set him up, unless he's fighting the Ebony Warrior, he's going to defeat anything else, I think. So he can stay with me.
I sense a presence.
So you can search all of these coffins if you like.
All
Damn, another one of these.
the living shall fear the dead.
Yeah, there's another of these.
You are not hide from the dead.
Right, I think that's the last of them. I won't take that. Wow, this video's been a lot longer than I intended, but I did say there was a lot to this. And here we have a frost giant. I'll let my conjuration spell deal with him. See how it goes. Very good. How's his health bar? Yeah, so his health bar wasn't impacted that much by the frost giant. And here we have, I'll grab that actually. And there we have the gauntlets, which give a big boost to one-handed and two-handed damage. Now, in order to activate this, I tried the ewers that I picked up earlier, the Knight ewers. They do not work with this, so I'm guessing that you need the Initiate's ewer to activate this. I'm not sure what it does. Perhaps it just opens a doorway in to the Forgotten Vale, but unfortunately I'm not able to test that on this character. I've got an unfortunate bug on my current playthrough where the Willbreaker will not go into the boneyard and give me the scroll, so I'm not going to be able to get hold of the Initiate's ewer, not until I start a fresh game by the looks of things. So I hope this walkthrough has been useful. I hope I've not missed anything important. And let's just have another quick look at the uniques that I've managed to get hold of. So we have that nice two-handed sword. There was a one-handed sword as well, wasn't there? But I left it on the corpse. Sorry about that. We have that crown. And then we have a full set of Trinimac's Knight-Prelate armour. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. And please leave comments if you've discovered anything interesting that I managed to miss. Bye bye.